Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, April 10, 2025. Conditions can certainly be unclear today, but we're at an interesting turning point, making it a good idea to consider the day a transitional one. After over 3 weeks of retrograde motion, Mercury turns direct today, and delays should begin to lift. Forward progress is likely with your goals, reputation, work, transportation, and educational plans or endeavors in the coming days and weeks. New information or a different perspective helps you make better decisions. However, it's best to take your time. Just as Mercury takes its own time to regain normal speed, we should be easing back into our projects and decisions. As well, Venus remains retrograde for a little while longer, until the 12th, and our assessment of what we value is going through changes. Still, you'll soon feel more confident about making important decisions. You'll also convey your ideas with greater certainty. You may prefer solitude rather than interaction today. The skies above are revealing some challenging energy to navigate. However, by being present, honest, and grounded, we can pass through it unscathed. Sweet Venus, our lesser benefic and the planetary ruler of romance and pleasure, will unite in exact conjunction with icy Saturn, our great taskmaster, in the skies above. You'll likely have ideas of how you want to expand your perspective and life's plans, but others seem not to be supporting this. Sadness, isolation, and separation are possible now. Know that this is something you must turn within about rather than connecting with others. They may not be supportive of your desire for adventure. How far will you go? You may have felt stalled since about mid-March. During this time, it could have been challenging to gauge if you were pursuing the right pathway in your career. You may have wondered if there was a different educational possibility, travel opportunity, or alternative path that would be better than whatever you have chosen. Hopefully, you will begin to feel more confident in the path you have selected as Mercury stations direct in Pisces. Moving forward, direct Mercury can help you gather your thoughts and feelings to make sound decisions regarding your career. Try to see two sides of every issue today. The cosmic energy may lead you to the mirror, where you may be tempted to be scrutinizing and unforgiving. Be gentle with yourself. Remember that it is what you tell yourself, and not what others say, that most affects how you feel. And you feel good if you accept yourself as you are and do your bit to stay healthy. You may use this energy to recognize and appreciate what works in your life. If your legs work, use them. Concentration and analytical thinking will be strong on this day. This should suit you exceptionally well, as it tends to be the stuff is made of. You can expect the day to be productive, and you're sure to work at peak efficiency under this influence. Waste no time in getting down to the tasks at hand. Things will be completed in less time than usual, and you will not be prone to making mistakes. This is sure to be a satisfying day for you. If the stars are sending mixed messages today, then get used to it. On the one hand, as a friendly aspect between Mars in Cancer and Venus in your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery peaks, this will add to a passion for adventure and a hunger for life's richer experiences that has not only been building for several days, but will continue to build. On the other hand, 7 days after Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, return to your career sector, he is teaming up with Moon and the asteroid Juno to not just get the new working week off to an empowered start across the income, work, and career fronts, but with long-term implications. While Mercury turned direct in an adventurous part of your chart today, Venus, the planet of love, will remain in retrograde motion for another 6 days. Still separating from an alignment with Saturn here and a friendly aspect to Mars in Cancer over the last few days, this has given you the resolve and confidence to embrace a sense of romance, adventure, and nostalgia, and the doors that are open to the past and second chances. Scorpio, intensity brings insight today. Your quote of the day: when you face it, you free it. Your color of the day is wine red, deep and mysterious. Lucky numbers: 8, 14, 28. Something hidden may come to light, don't look away. You're being asked to trust your inner power, not fear it. A meaningful ending could make space for something stronger. Let transformation unfold without resistance. Our eyes in the sky. Let's take a deep breath and welcome the energy of April 11, 2025. Today feels like one of those moments where the universe invites you to slow down just enough to notice something you might have missed: a shift, a sign, a subtle sense that something is ready to change or open up. No matter where you are on your journey, this reading is here to meet you gently, like a conversation with an old friend who sees you clearly. Let's step into this space together and see what the cards have to say. The first card that comes forward today is the Eight of Cups, a powerful symbol of emotional evolution. This card often appears when something you once deeply cared about no longer feels aligned, and the time has come to move forward even if the path ahead isn't completely clear. It doesn't always mean walking away in a dramatic way. Sometimes it's simply the quiet decision to let go of a mindset, a pattern, or an expectation that's been weighing on you. It's the moment you stop pretending something still fits when it really doesn't. And while that kind of shift can feel heavy or uncertain, it's also liberating. Think of this as your soul gently tapping you on the shoulder, asking, "Is this still for me?" If there's something in your life that's felt hollow lately, don't be afraid to explore what it would mean to release it. There's something waiting for you on the other side of that choice. Trust that inner knowing. Following this, we're met with the Ace of Wands, a burst of new, creative energy. This card is like a spark. It doesn't necessarily give you the entire map, but it lights a fire that can guide you forward. The Ace of Wands invites inspiration, possibility, and the beginning of something exciting. Maybe you've had an idea simmering on the back burner. Maybe there's something you've wanted to create, try, or pursue, but haven't quite given yourself permission to begin. This card is your green light. What would it look like to say yes to your own passion today? Even in the smallest way: writing one paragraph, making that phone call, sketching out a dream, every spark counts. Don't underestimate how powerful a first step can be. Our next card is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is such a grounding presence. It brings in themes of legacy, long-term stability, and support systems. It reminds you that what you're building now doesn't just serve the moment, it's contributing to something lasting. Whether you've been thinking about financial goals, family dynamics, or the kind of life you want to create long-term, this card encourages you to look at the bigger picture. What kind of foundation are you building? Who do you want standing beside you in that vision? And what traditions or values do you want to carry forward or let go of? It's a beautiful invitation to connect with your roots while also making conscious choices about what you're growing toward. There's no rush here. Just the reminder that your efforts are creating something meaningful, piece by piece. Next, we draw the Queen of Cups, a deeply compassionate and intuitive energy. She's emotionally wise, empathetic, and knows how to hold space for herself and for others. Today, this card might be nudging you to check in with your emotional body. How are you really feeling beneath the surface? Is there a part of you that needs a little more gentleness, a little more attention? The Queen of Cups encourages emotional honesty, not as a performance but as a form of healing. And if you've been that steady support for others lately, this is your reminder that you deserve that softness in return. Let today be a day where you lean into emotional balance, whether that means setting a boundary, journaling, spending quiet time with someone who feels like home, or simply allowing yourself to feel what you feel without judgment. There's strength in softness. And finally, we close with the Six of Wands, a card of recognition, success, and rising confidence. This card is the moment you realize, yes, I am making progress. I am being seen. Even if the applause hasn't been loud, someone is noticing. You might receive encouragement or praise today, or you might simply have a personal win that affirms you're on the right track. Either way, this card encourages you to own it. You don't need to downplay your growth to make others comfortable. You've earned this moment. Celebrate the victories, big or small. You've come through so much, and you're still here, still showing up, still believing in better. That matters. So as we look at these 5 cards, the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Wands, we see a beautiful unfolding. Letting go of what no longer serves. Welcoming in new passion. Building long-term stability. Honoring emotional wisdom. And standing tall in your wins. It's a reminder that this journey you're on is layered, sacred, and yours alone. There's no one right way to move forward. But when you choose to stay present, to stay honest, and to follow the thread of what lights you up, that's when everything begins to shift.